Weekend routine in English for beginners. Daily conversation practice with Larry. Hey everyone, and welcome back to your daily English adventure. I'm so thrilled you've decided to join me today. You know that feeling, right? That little flutter in your stomach when you really want to say something in English, but the words just get stuck. Or maybe you're listening to someone, and it feels like they're speaking a mile a minute, and you just wish you could catch every single word. Perhaps you even feel a bit shy or scared to speak, worried that people might not understand you or that you'll make a mistake. It's like there's a barrier that's hard to break through, and it can feel pretty overwhelming at times, especially when you're trying to navigate everyday life here in America. Whether it's at the grocery store, talking to a new neighbor, or even just helping your kids with their schoolwork. Well, if that sounds familiar, don't worry. You are absolutely not alone. And I'm here to tell you, it's completely normal to feel that way. My name is Larry, and I'm a master coach and NLP trainer. For over a decade now, I've had the privilege of working with countless individuals, helping them not just find their voice, but truly build confidence in everything they say and do. I believe in the power of clear communication, and I'm genuinely confident in my ability to guide you through these challenges, just like I've seen so many others overcome theirs. Today, we're not just going to talk about English. We're diving deeper into how to make English a natural, confident, and genuinely fun part of your everyday American life. This isn't about memorizing endless grammar rules. It's about practical strategies and a shift in mindset that will help you speak English with ease, connect more deeply with those around you, and transform those moments of hesitation into opportunities for authentic communication. By the end of our time together, you're going to walk away with actionable steps, real-life examples, and a renewed sense of courage that will truly empower your English journey, helping you to feel more comfortable and confident in any situation, from daily routines to deeper conversations. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's turn those what-ifs into I can. Part 2. Mindset Matters. The Power of Perspective. First up, let's tackle something that holds almost every learner back: the fear of making mistakes. It's like this giant invisible wall that pops up just when you're about to speak, making your throat feel a little tight and your heart beat a little faster. But here's the truth. Don't fear mistakes. Embrace them. Think about it like learning to ride a bicycle. Did you learn without ever wobbling or falling? Of course not. Imagine being a child, sitting on that bike for the very first time. You push off, the wind rushes past your ears, the sun shines brightly on the pavement, and you start to pedal. You wobble, the handlebars shake, and then, thump. You're on the ground, maybe with a scraped knee that stings a little. You might even catch a whiff of the freshly cut grass as you land. But did you give up? No. You probably saw that moment not as a failure, but as a small sign. Okay, that didn't work. Try this instead. Every wobble, every fall was a signal. It told your brain, keep pushing, adjust a little. Mistakes in English are the exact same thing. They're not failures. They're feedback. They prove you're trying, you're practicing, and that's the most important step. Many learners, and I see this all the time, freeze up or even stop speaking altogether because they're so worried about saying something wrong. They might even feel a blush creep up their neck when they mispronounce a word. But if you wait for perfection, you'll never start. Even native speakers stumble sometimes, use filler words, or mispronounce things. It's part of natural conversation. The big lesson here is that fluency is about flow, not perfection. It's about getting your message across, even if it's not grammatically perfect or perfectly pronounced. I remember one student I worked with, just like the stories we hear, who was incredibly nervous about ordering food in English. He wanted a burger and fries. He knew the words, but his voice was tight, and his tongue felt heavy. He walked up to the counter, and instead of a long, perfect sentence, he just managed, "Hello, I want burger and fry." He said the Y sound wasn't quite right for fries, and he could almost taste the nervousness on his tongue. The barista smiled, understood him perfectly, and simply asked, "What kind of drink would you like?" He felt a warm wave of relief wash over him, and even though his sentence wasn't perfect, he felt incredibly proud that he tried and was understood. That small win truly fueled him. So for you, here's an actionable tip. Next time you make a mistake, don't cringe. Instead, take a breath, let your shoulders relax, and silently tell yourself, "Great. I made a mistake. Now I know what to work on." If you can, try to repeat the sentence the correct way. It's like a mini self-correction and a huge confidence booster. This leads us to our next mindset hack. Celebrate every small win. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. You wouldn't expect to run a full marathon on your first day of training, right? Big leaps come from many small steps. If you only celebrate when you understand a whole movie, you'll get discouraged fast. But if you celebrate understanding one new word in a song, or successfully ordering your coffee, or even just asking, "How are you?" to a new person, that positive reinforcement keeps you going. We rarely talk about how to celebrate those wins. It doesn't have to be a big party. It could be a happy dance in your kitchen, treating yourself to your favorite dessert, or simply taking a moment to feel that warm glow of accomplishment inside. Maybe you even write it down in a journal. You see the words you learned. You feel the confidence growing, and it's like a little light bulb goes off, making the room feel a little brighter. The lesson here is, every word you learn, every sentence you form, every conversation you attempt is a step closer to your goal. Keep that patience. Keep that positive attitude. Transition sound. Clear, purposeful whoosh. With that positive mindset locked in, you're already halfway there. Next, we're going to dive into some truly practical strategies that will help you put this confidence into action, from speaking clearly to mastering listening. Stay with us, because these next tips are going to be game changers for making English feel genuinely natural. Part 3. Building your skill set. Practical strategies. All right, with that positive mindset locked in from our last chat, you're already halfway there. Now let's talk about some real-world strategies that can make a tangible difference in how you speak and understand English. These aren't just rules. They're tools you can pick up and use every single day, right here, right now. First, and this is crucial for anyone just starting or feeling a little hesitant, start simple. Speak clear. When you're first building a house, you don't start with the roof, right? You lay a solid foundation with clear, strong building blocks. It's the same with language. Don't try to construct a skyscraper with your first few English words. Begin with short, simple sentences. They are truly your best friends. These simple phrases do wonders for your confidence because they're easier to form. And most importantly, they ensure that the person you're talking to actually understands your message. It's that feeling when your words leave your mouth and you see the understanding light up in someone's eyes. That's pure magic. Think about how a child learns their first language. It's not with complex grammar from day one. It's with simple words like mommy, cookie, or short phrases like want milk. The sound of a child's clear, simple words is so sweet and direct, isn't it? We learn to understand them because they're not trying to be fancy. They're just trying to communicate a basic need. And that's your goal too. Don't try to translate directly from your native language into overly complex English sentences. That's a common mistake that often leads to awkward phrasing, long pauses, and that frustrating feeling where your tongue feels heavy and clumsy in your mouth. So, for example, at a bustling coffee shop, amidst the clatter of cups and the gentle hiss of the espresso machine, instead of trying to say something like, I am currently considering obtaining a beverage of the caffeinated variety, just go with, I'd like a coffee, please. Or if you're in a store, the bright fluorescent lights making everything feel a bit intense, and you want to find something, simply say, I'm looking for a blue t-shirt. Simple, direct, effective. The big lesson here is, it's always better to speak slowly and clearly than to rush and make mistakes that confuse your listener. Your goal is communication, not winning a speed record for English. Moving on, let's talk about the incredible power of listening. This is where so much natural English input comes from, and it's essential for truly soaking up the language. Active listening isn't just about letting sounds drift into your ears. It's about really focusing on the rhythm, the intonation. That's how a speaker's voice goes up and down, giving meaning to words, and the overall flow of English. It's how you start to pick up on the natural musicality of the language, almost like hearing a familiar melody. The more you listen, the more your brain gets used to the natural flow, and the easier it gets to understand. So, what can you listen to? Podcasts, just like this one. Movies or TV shows are also fantastic. Start with English subtitles, watching the bright white text appear on the screen, connecting the written word to the spoken sound. Then, as you improve, challenge yourself to turn them off. Notice how characters sound, how they connect words. Repeat what you hear again and again. The more you hear, the easier it will be to understand English. It's like your brain is slowly building a giant English dictionary in your mind, but with sound. Here's an advanced tip that's fantastic for beginners. Even though it sounds a bit fancy, try shadowing. This means you listen to a short piece of audio, maybe a sentence or two, and then you immediately repeat it, trying to match the speaker's speed, tone, and rhythm. It's like being an echo. You try to perfectly copy the sound and feel of their words on your own tongue. This is fantastic for training your mouth and tongue to make the correct English sounds and for improving your pronunciation and natural rhythm. It might feel a little silly at first, like you're playing a game, but trust me, it's incredibly effective. Actionable tip. Find a short English clip, maybe a dialogue from a favorite scene in a movie. Play one sentence, pause, repeat, then play the next. Practice this for just 5 to 10 minutes daily. You'll be amazed at the difference in how naturally your mouth feels when speaking. Now, let's imagine a situation that makes many learners feel a little bit uneasy. What if you're in a conversation and someone says something and you just don't understand it? That feeling where your eyebrows might furrow slightly and your mind scrambles to catch up. Don't panic. Our next tip is crucial. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification and then confirm. Asking someone to repeat or explain isn't a sign of weakness. It's a powerful signal that you are engaged and genuinely trying to understand. It shows you're actively listening and trying to improve. It's actually a super polite and active way to communicate. And the best part? It gives you more listening practice, and it boosts your confidence when you successfully get the information you needed. It's like finding a hidden treasure of clarity. I often hear people worry they'll sound rude, but imagine if someone was speaking your native language and you heard them say, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or "I didn't quite understand." You wouldn't think they were rude, would you? You'd likely appreciate their honesty and try to help. It's the same in English. Here's a common scenario. You're at a bus stop, the loud rumble of distant traffic and hustle of people making it hard to hear. Someone asks you a question. If you didn't quite catch it, just take a breath and politely say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or what if you think you heard it right, but you want to be sure? You can repeat what you understood. So go straight, then turn left, and it's on my right. Got it? This repeating back strategy is brilliant for confirming understanding and clarifying the conversation. A common mistake is simply nodding along and pretending to understand when you actually didn't. That feeling of bitter confusion can linger, and it can lead to big misunderstandings later. The powerful lesson here is, asking for clarification is a normal and even essential part of speaking any new language. It shows respect and a genuine desire to connect with the speaker. This simple act of asking for help makes the whole interaction smoother, and you'll find people are almost always happy to assist you. You've now got some really strong tools in your English toolkit. A positive mindset, the power of simple, clear speech, active listening, and the courage to ask for clarification. These are foundational. Next, we're going to dive into how you can put these strategies into action in your everyday American life, whether you're at home with family, shopping, or exploring your city. You'll hear how these techniques make every interaction a natural opportunity to learn and grow. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. Part 4. Integrating English into Daily American Life. Real-world scenarios. All right, with that positive mindset locked in, you're already halfway there. Now, let's get into the really exciting part. How to weave English practice into your everyday life here in America, especially within the context of your family and your routines. This isn't about adding extra homework to your already busy schedule. No. This is about recognizing that every single moment, every interaction, is an opportunity to live in English, to breathe in English, and to naturally build your skills. It's about living your daily American adventure in English. Let's start where many of us begin our day, right at home, with your daily routines and family conversations. Your home life, from the moment you stretch out of bed to when you finally cozy up at night, is a goldmine for English practice. These are familiar situations, so the vocabulary often repeats, making it easier to learn and remember. Think about your morning. For Mark, in our stories, his day often starts early. The gentle glow of the morning sun starts creeping through the window at 6 a.m. He turns off his alarm, that little gentle beep that signals a new day, and sits up. He goes to the bathroom, washes his face, brushes his teeth. Then, he's off to the kitchen to make a cup of tea and toast, the aroma of freshly brewed tea filling the kitchen. He looks outside at the garden, hears the birds singing, sees the beautiful flowers. Now, how can you use this? Narrate your morning to yourself in English. As you're washing your face, think, "I am washing my face." As you smell your coffee, "Ah, the coffee smells good. I am drinking coffee." It's simple, low pressure, and it trains your brain to think in English without even realizing it. Or, if you're like Anna, Mark's wife, who likes to start slowly, do some stretching exercises and describe them. I am stretching my arms. I am touching my toes. And when it comes to family, the kitchen is often the heart of the home, especially on weekends. Our characters Mark and Anna love cooking special meals together. Anna sometimes wakes early, even at 5:30 a.m., to make a special breakfast like pancakes or oatmeal, perhaps with the sweet scent of maple syrup already teasing Mark awake. Or she might be preparing a vegetable soup, the savory smells starting to drift through the house. As she cooks, she might talk to herself in English. I am washing the vegetables. I am chopping the carrots. I am cooking the rice. When Mark joins her, they clean the kitchen together, the sound of dishes clinking and water running, talking about their day. This is not just about making food, it's about a shared experience. As you chop onions and tomatoes, feeling the smooth, cool skin of the tomatoes and perhaps a prickle in your eyes from the onions, you can name them in English. When you taste a dish, describe the flavor. It's delicious, or it's a little spicy. These aren't formal lessons, but natural moments to use the language. Think about family conversations. You don't have to debate politics. Just like Emily, who helps her son Josh with his homework, you can talk about simple things. "What's wrong, Josh?" she asks, noticing his sad face. "I forgot to do my homework," he replies. "It's okay. Let's do it quickly together," she reassures him, and they quickly work through the pages, the soft rustle of paper as they turn pages. These small interactions are perfect for practicing polite phrases, expressing feelings, and giving simple instructions. It helps you bond and learn simultaneously. Lesson: simple conversations with loved ones strengthen not only your English, but your relationships too. Now let's step beyond the home: shopping, outdoors, and travel. These are the interactions you'll have every single day as part of an American family. They're a practical testing ground for your English and expose you to essential, real-world vocabulary. Let's talk shopping. Many of us go to the grocery store on weekends. Imagine James at the local market, the vibrant colors of fresh tomatoes and green beans catching his eye. He might ask the woman selling apples, "Where do these apples come from?" Or like Natasha at her local market, the earthy smell of fresh vegetables mingling with the sweet scent of fruit. She bought tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions. Asking, "How much is this?" or "Where can I find the bread?" are super useful. These short, clear exchanges build confidence every time. A common mistake I see: people are too shy to ask for help, or they just point. But remember, a simple, "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?" makes all the difference. It shows engagement, and people are usually happy to help you find that gallon of milk in aisle 4. Now for some fresh air. Outdoor activities. Whether it's a casual walk, a challenging hike, or a relaxed picnic, these moments are fantastic for English practice. Daniel and Lisa, for example, took a short trip to the countryside for fresh air and peace. They drove, the roads quiet, the weather perfect, the sky clear and the sun rising slowly. As they walked through the fields, the crisp, clean air felt amazing against their faces, and they could hear the birds singing. Lisa took a deep breath, feeling the calm wash over her. You can do this too. When you're walking in a park, like David and Emma often do, describe what you see. The trees are green, the flowers are beautiful, the sky is blue. You feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You hear the gentle rustle of leaves. These simple observations are perfect for expanding your vocabulary for nature. Or, if you're planning a picnic like Mark and Anna with Emily and Tom, describe the food as you pack it. I'm making sandwiches, I'm cutting fruit. You can almost taste the sweetness of the fruit salad already. These outdoor moments aren't just for exercise. They're for mental well-being and a chance to disconnect from work. They help you reconnect and clear your mind. Finally, for many of us, weekends or holidays mean travel. Imagine being at the airport, the hustle and bustle, the sounds of announcements echoing, asking, "Where is Gate 5?" or "How much is a ticket to downtown?" are essential phrases. When you check into a hotel, the soft carpet under your feet, the fresh scent of a clean room, you might say, "I have a reservation for 2 nights." Or ask, "What time is breakfast?" What if things go wrong? You're in a new city and you're a bit lost. Don't worry, you can always ask politely. "Excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Can you tell me how to get to the nearest train station?" Most people are genuinely happy to help you. A simple "go straight, then turn left at the traffic light" can be your lifeline. Lesson: your simple, clear sentences are your superpower in unfamiliar places. Wow, we've covered a lot, from your cozy morning routine to exploring new places. Remember, every single one of these moments is an opportunity for a mini English lesson, a chance to build that confidence muscle. Next, we're going to dive into some deeper strategies for long-term growth and how you can truly boost your English fluency one day at a time. Stay with us. You won't want to miss it. Part 5. Boosting confidence and long-term growth. Wow, we've covered a lot, from your cozy morning routine to exploring new places and mastering basic interactions. You're already doing great. As we near the end of our adventure today, let's talk about some broader strategies for consistent growth, ways to truly boost your English confidence and keep that momentum going, not just for a week, but for the long haul. A game changer that often feels a bit mysterious is this: start thinking in English. Now you might be thinking, "Larry, that sounds hard. How do I just do that?" But it's simpler than it sounds. It's about training your brain to process your thoughts directly in English, rather than constantly translating from your native language. Imagine for a moment the quiet hum of your own thoughts inside your head. When you translate, it's like your brain is running 2 programs at once, making things a bit slower and heavier. When you think directly in English, your speaking becomes much more natural and spontaneous, almost like a light switch flipping on, making your mental processes faster. You don't have to write an essay in your head. Start small. As you walk down the street, just like Mark or Anna might do, describe what you see. The sky is blue. That car is red. The children are playing in the park. You see the bright green of the leaves, the deep blue of the sky. You hear the distant sound of a car passing, and you name it in English. Or when you're washing dishes, just narrate your actions. I am washing the plate. I am cleaning the spoon. This simple internal narration, even in short bursts, trains your brain. It feels like a little secret superpower building up inside you. The lesson here is profound. By removing that translation barrier, your English will start to feel less like a puzzle and more like a natural extension of your thoughts. It's about making English feel less like a chore and more like an exciting adventure. Next up, let's talk about using all the cool stuff around us. Leverage technology smartly. In today's world, you've got amazing tools right in your pocket. Technology isn't just for entertainment. It's a powerful English learning partner. The key, though, is active engagement, not just passively scrolling. Think of your phone or tablet not just as a glowing screen for games, but as a mini language lab. For structured learning, apps like Duolingo, Babbel, Anki, or Quizlet can gamify vocabulary and grammar, making it fun and engaging. Or, if you want to chat with real people, language exchange apps like HelloTalk or Tandem connect you with native speakers or other learners, giving you low-pressure ways to practice conversations through text, voice, or even video messages. You get to hear their voice. You can send voice recordings back. And it feels much less intimidating because everyone there is learning too. And for listening, podcasts like this one and YouTube channels are gold mines. Watch videos with English subtitles, paying attention to how the words light up as they're spoken. Then try turning the subtitles off. You can even record yourself speaking and listen back. It might feel a little awkward at first to hear your own voice, but it's incredibly powerful for catching your own pronunciation and fluency improvements. The big lesson here: technology makes learning accessible and flexible. You can practice whenever and wherever you want, whether you're waiting for the bus, cooking dinner, or relaxing at home. Finally, let's remember that language is more than just words. It's also about cultural awareness and nonverbal communication. When you speak English here in America, you're not just stringing words together. You're entering a cultural conversation. Things like politeness, your tone of voice, and even your body language are incredibly important for how your message is received. A simple smile, that genuine warmth radiating from your eyes, or maintaining eye contact can make you appear so much more approachable and confident, even if you're feeling a little nervous inside. People will appreciate your effort to connect. Think about small talk, those brief, light conversations about the weather or weekend plans. In American culture, these are like the sweet appetizers before the main course of a conversation. They're how connections are built, how people get to know each other. Practicing simple phrases for small talk, along with a friendly smile, can make you seem more approachable and confident, even when you're just starting out. The ultimate lesson: true mastery of English isn't just about perfect grammar. It's about understanding and engaging with the nuances of American culture and communication styles. It's about feeling that sweet taste of connection when someone truly understands and responds to you. Not just your words, but your intent. You've now got some really powerful tools in your English toolkit, both practical and mindset-based. We've talked about embracing mistakes, starting simple, the power of listening, real-world practice, smart technology, and cultural awareness. These are the pillars for long-term growth. As we wrap up this episode, I'm going to give you your next steps and leave you with some final encouragement that will solidify everything we've discussed today. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion is coming up next, and it's packed with inspiration to keep you moving forward. Part 6: Conclusion and your next steps. So, there you have it. What an adventure we've had today. We've journeyed through mindsets, practical tools, and real-world scenarios, all aimed at making English a confident and joyful part of your daily American life. We talked about how every mistake is just a stepping stone, not a roadblock, and how starting with simple, clear sentences can build your confidence brick by brick. We explored the magic of active listening, training your ears to catch those natural rhythms, and the courage it takes to ask for clarification, because that's what truly engaged communicators do. Remember all those everyday opportunities? From narrating your morning routine with the aroma of fresh coffee filling the air, to describing the vibrant colors of fresh vegetables at the market, or feeling the crisp, clean air on a park walk. These aren't just moments. They're your personal English classroom. We learned that by thinking in English and cleverly using technology, whether it's an app for 5 minutes or a podcast on your commute, You're building a stronger, more fluent brain every single day. And the biggest lesson of all? It's a journey, not a race. Patience, persistence, and celebrating those small victories will keep you energized. So what's your next step? I challenge you to pick just one tip from today. Maybe it's trying to narrate your evening routine to yourself in English as you clean the kitchen, feeling the smooth, cool surface of the counter as you wipe it down. Or maybe it's listening to an English song and trying to shadow just one line, letting the melody fill your senses. Try it out this week. And then, why not share your experience? We'd absolutely love to hear your stories on our social media. Your journey inspires others. You are doing an amazing job, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. I promise that by applying these strategies, you'll feel that incredible sweetness of success on your tongue as you confidently express yourself, connecting with the world around you in ways you never thought possible. That's all for today's episode of Your Daily English Adventure. I'm Larry, and I'll see you next time for more tips to help you speak English confidently and naturally. Take care, and happy learning.